So how are they scoring at the moment? So let's have a look. So Danny's got 5 out of 9. Matthew's got 4.5. Matthew Turner, who I thought was going to be one of the favourites to win this event, has got 4.5, and Keith has got 4.5 as well. So yeah, they're not finding it easy, that's for sure.
They're not. I mean, it's again, blitz chess is a bit different to normal chess, and a lot of these guys who are not, who are FMs playing here, they're clearly got potential to be GMs one day. Mr. Willow, Mr. Hayden, and Alan Beardsworth. Look at Alan Beardsworth. Bloody hell!
How did he get on last round?
I don't know, but he's on 4.5 out of 9. He's on 50%.
He drew with black to Matthew Turner in the last round.
He drew with Matthew Turner, and he's on the same place as 2 Grandmasters. That's pretty amazing, yeah. So, yeah. Thank you for gifting the sub there. Beam me up, Scotty. Hope you're doing all right. Beam me up, Scotty. And I'd like to mention again, Adam, I don't know if you got the link to the thing you posted earlier. I mean, I don't know how longer Adam can come round. We've got round 10 coming up, and after round 10, there's 5 rounds to go. Round 10.
I'll probably have to leave you, mate, after this next round. I'll put the link back up. It's just to my Just Giving page. Most people out there don't know me. But even if you can't manage to find some sponsorship, just to read the story and just to maybe spread a little bit of awareness for the charity that I did a swim for this last weekend would be cool.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, Adam swam 5 kilometers last week, and it's a very good cause there that Adam's put in. And rather than donating to this stream, which is obviously nice of you to do so, I probably prefer you just give as little as much as you can to the link that Adam's posted there for bowel cancer, and support that. It's a very good cause, certainly a good cause. So yeah, please have a look at that site. It's a good way to support these things. So what game? So I think we're looking at the pairings here. We should look at Willow versus Tan. I mean, this is one of the last. I think we'll keep an eye on. I mean, if Justin Tan can suddenly win another one, he could get it. He could start running away with this competition. So this is maybe a game we'll stick with, I guess, Adam. As also your guy Tan is playing, and this is your last little commentary of the day. So
let's stay with him. He is a GM, by the way. So to say that all the GMs are not having such a great event, he is a GM. So yeah. He's obviously doing quite well.
Yeah. Hopefully the moves will come through soon again.
Yeah, so they have started.
Have they?
Yeah.
I haven't got any moves on that board. Is that the same with you? Can you see any moves?
Yeah, no, it's started. So yeah,
they have started.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see if I can bring that up again. A little refresh at my end. Why is that not working for me? Are you looking in chess?
Should I tell you the moves?
Should be able to get them up. Are you looking in chess.com? Oh, okay, suddenly it's updated. So, all right, we're in. We'll just look at the current position, yeah?
Sure, yeah.
So, this is after D5 from Justin Tan. And I have to say, if Justin wins this one with 2/3 of the tournament done, against who I think is one of his big rivals, Willow, who is a very good blitz player. I think he's massive favourite. So, I'm going to say this is a really important game for... This is maybe one of the last chances to slow down Justin Tan. So this is interesting now, because after D5, E5, Justin throws his knight into E3, into that square on E3. Now this could work very well, or it could work badly if the pawn becomes weak. But I'm already feeling black should be doing fine. Because
I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure, Simon.
No, okay.
So after bishop takes, pawn takes, which is going to be forced.
Yeah.
Then, this last move by Jonah, D4, is a very clever one.
Yeah.
Because it makes this pawn on E3 look very silly. And of course, if I was now to play C4, then you could just about save your bishop. He could even include A6 first, and then after bishop A4, play B5, bishop B3, C4, bishop A2, and then eventually get his bishop back round to B1. And his space advantage is definitely, I would say, something in White's favour.
These pawns here can be extremely dangerous for a later attack, and one of the points that Adam's making, if the bishop does get to this diagonal, it can be a very good piece. And one thing which might save it for Justin is that he's got some f5 move at some point.
So f5 would block it off, but it would also mean that he's a bit devoid of ideas.
Whoa, what happened there, Adam? Well, a6 has played, bishop d3, c4. I mean, a6. We were thinking that the bishop would come back like this. We didn't think it would go to d3 and allow c4, where it just loses itself.
It's just blundered a piece, isn't he?
Well, I mean, is he? No, he's just blundered a piece. I mean, I was thinking, is he actually going? Is this an idea to go f4?
Well, he's obviously going to take on h7 and go f5.
Yeah, but that can't be enough. Can't be enough for a piece, no?
You wouldn't have thought so. For example, I will play maybe queen g5.
Yeah.
Or queen g5 looks like a strong move.
Queen g5 is a good move because, I mean, you've also always got f6, I think, if anything gets a bit dangerous, But I mean, this is
whoa. So he got some. So he didn't even sacrifice the bishop on h7. He just went f5 straight away.
Takes, queen takes, rook here. It's a blunder. It's just a blunder. It's just a blunder.
Just another blunder, yeah.
Yeah, we're seeing lots of Justin sort of picking up some points from his blunders as well, isn't he? I mean, it's a nice time to get a blunder, to get a blunder in, and this is some chances, but it shouldn't be enough. It shouldn't be enough here. Bishop d6, 7, a4, b5. I mean, at the end of the day, these two bishops are going to come to life later on. And okay, the pawns look a bit dangerous, but it's still a whole piece. So very, very, very strange.
I mean,
very strange.
With this timing, as we've already seen, with so many mistakes, there are obviously still chances for White here.
Yes.
Especially, his queen and his rook and his knight could all enter, but you
don't really feel it though, do you, in this position? I mean, the problem is how do you take on e3? Because if you ever take the rook, okay, well we have some more moves. So he's tried the f6. I mean, you might as well just keep going. G6. Now, if you could ever get your queen to h6 here, great. But White really needs a dark square bishop in this position to kick that queen away. And I just don't think this is just punting, but it is blitz, so you can punt, you might get lucky, but you need to get lucky here. You need to get lucky. So this position, it should be winning for Justin.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, let's move on.
Right. So
what do you want to do?
Where do you want to go, mate? Up to you.
Shall we go to Camacho versus Turner? We haven't really looked very much at Matthew Turner. They seem to be in an end game of some sort.
And Camacho is doing well, yeah? Camacho's the pawn up with the white pieces. And he has the two bishops. He can always just play the simply take there and try to win that ending. He's up on time, so he has gone for that. Okay, things change quite drastically over there, and we have this position here, which I would probably say should be a draw with correct play. The knight's quite good in these positions generally because it can come over and defend the one area of the board. They're short-range pieces, so you want them only defending one area. See, if the pawn was on the A file, it'd be lost. Because the knight cannot defend both areas of the board. But with them all over on one side, White will have to get a passed pawn. And that knight should be able to deal with it. But of course, in blitz chess, Adam, it might not be a draw anyway. But it's tough, yeah? I mean, I'd probably put money on a draw. I don't know. Is that would you? I'm not even sure. But
I suppose so. What would happen if the rooks came off?
If the rooks came off, definitely draw.
Definitely draw.
I'd say if you remove the rooks here, it should 100% be a draw. I mean, White has much more winning chances with the rook. Rook and bishop work very well together. I mean, that's what I'd say, Adam. I'd say White wants to keep the rooks on, Black wants to swap them off. But I don't know. Do you agree with that?
So, I mean, it's a bit tricky to, at the moment, for example, Black is actually threatening to go knight to d3 and go after that pawn.
Yeah.
I think he's threatening to go knight to d3. It's not completely clear. But it's a bit annoying.
Yeah.
Because you don't really want to play e4 because it kind of destabilizes that bishop.
Yes, unless you can go e4. Oh, no, you can't go bishop f3. Well, if you go e4, no, knight c2 doesn't quite work.
But then you could always just go maybe knight to c6 and even head into a rook endgame. That should be a draw.
So how did white keep some chances here? Let's have a look. So he went bishop c5, knight d3. He goes king g1. So he's relying on some tactics to try and do this. So king f5 now played, and black trying to even, you know, go for something. Rook d4, cutting the king off. And I mean, if black just went check and moved the rook back to d2, would that be a draw? You know, let's say I go check, rook d2. How does white try to win this one?
King can't move. E4 check, maybe.
Okay, king e5.
And
yeah, so you can see the results coming in. So a nice win for Gormali against one of the underdogs.
I could maybe play rook c4 here.
Yeah. Oh, we have a result. Oh my words! Did this really happen?
Oh.
I mean, you could tell these guys are getting tired. They need to have more all-day blitz sessions. If this is right, so white's a pawn up here. There's no way you should lose this position as white. I mean, and it goes, okay, so knight here happens, rook c1, and now knight f3, okay.
He blundered. He just blundered a discovered check.
This guy's falling apart. He's literally falling apart. I mean, Jose, he started so well, but he's blundering all over the shop now. I mean, he's blundered 2 queens, and you should not lose this position. But after, maybe here, you just have to try to take the draw. Go check here. This should just be a draw, yeah? King here, check here. Oh, you got king f3, Adam. And then that's...
So this is maybe already losing, is it? Or could you
No,
have...
no, I mean, I think it's just a draw, yeah? You can just...
Oh, right, because you can't come in, yeah.
You can't come in because of rook f4, mate. So I think you just got to take the draw and just check, yeah? But, I mean, you've got to be, you know, the way it actually happens, I mean, you should not lose this position. And, of course, now white is just simply losing. And he gets checkmated in the end as well. So he's totally falling apart, really. He's feeling the pressure at the moment in time. Now, how did Justin Tan... Well, Justin Tan, did he win that one?
He did. Yeah, he did, yeah.
So
he's looking ominous now.
It's massive. It looks like he's running away with us in some respects.
Well, yeah? Ghazi won, so he's only a point behind.
Yeah.
What else have we got? David Hayden. He won. So David Hayden's having a very good tournament. He's on 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
And still got to play Justin, so he's still got every chance.
Yep.
But apart from that, you look at that and you think that maybe 2.5 points, which is Gormali and Camacho and Willow, they're 2.5 points behind Justin with only 5 games to go. You think probably that's going to be a bit too much.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I mean, there's only 5 games to go, and it looks to me like, you know, there's not many people who can win this now. Justin Tan, big favourite. Ghazi, okay. I say big favourite. Ghazi's only 1 point. So have they played Justin Tan and Ghazi? I'm just trying to think if they played.
Yeah. Justin won that one. That was almost the first round or the second round.
The first rounds. David Hayden, a bit of an outsider, but people like Gormali in that group on 6, I don't think they can win it now, but they can still fight for those prizes. So at the top, it's really, I mean, maybe it's a 3-horse race, and you have to pick Justin, but Justin will need to slip up. He's blundered once against Gormali. He's going to have to. The
thing about Justin that's worth. Well, he's a very kind of fit guy. I mean, he did a lot of gymnastics when he was young, and he plays a lot of blitz, and he can play a lot of blitz for a long time. Yeah, with a lot of confidence. So, you know, it'd be hard to see him making the same mistakes that we've seen so far. Yeah, I say that, and you know, of course, he will, but it's hard to see him slipping up too much.
No, I agree. I mean, I think Justin, you know, he, like you say, he's young, and it does. If you're playing 15 games of blitz in an intense level, where one mistake, and there's nothing like chess in the world really, because like you name another sport or activity where one small mistake can lose you the whole game, the whole tournament. I mean, even in snooker, you can come back. There's another frame. In golf, you can come back. I don't really know anything like chess, which is so unforgiving. So it does matter a lot, your fitness level. You're doing something like this, and you can see that Jose is just falling apart. He's made so many blunders. If Jose hadn't blundered these points away, he'd be in contention now, but he's lost 3 games just by blundering his queen. So it's an important factor. So I think you're right. You have to favour Justin Tan. Definitely have to favour him. Yeah. So Adam, anyway, it's come to the end of round 10. So there is, just to everyone out there wondering what the schedule is so far, we've got the last third of the tournament to come. So you've got round 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And we're 2/3 of the way through it. And Adam, I think, is going to love us and leave us now.
I am going to love you and leave you, Simon. Yeah, and thanks everybody for tuning in. Do tune in for the last 5, and Simon, I hope you can do it on your own. I know it's a bit hectic, but you're doing a great job, mate.
No, it'll be good. Thank you so much for popping in, Adam. Anyway, mate, and I'll let you disappear, and hopefully I can still meet you for a beer, even when you have little Adam coming along.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Good luck with next weekend as well. Hope it goes well.
All right. Cheers, mate.
See you guys.
Thank you, Adam.
Cheers. Bye.
Thanks for coming along, mate. Bye. Okay, so very nice of Adam to pop along, giving me some support in what is it's a long day of commentary for me as well as the players. I mean, if you think there's I mean, what time did I start? Well, I started setting up at like 10 a.m. today because there's a lot to set up here. And by the time we finish, it's going to be like 6 o'clock. So it's like 8 hours of constant talking. So very nice of Adam to pop along and help out with the commentary of this, what is really the British Blitz Championships, where we have quite a lot of, good names a lot of you may not have heard of, but some rising stars of British chess and some old legends as well. And we'll see now if we can update the results so we can get the current one. And it does seem like they are now available. And these are the situations. Let me just get that. So it's framed okay thus far. So we have in the lead Justin Tam, who is favourite, but don't count out the top seed, Amit Ghazi. Amit Ghazi is top seed rating-wise before the event, and he's only 1 point behind. If Justin Tan slips up once, Amit can come and bite at his heels. So it's still very exciting. David Hayden, who was actually one of my tips beforehand, I played him on chess. I played a lot of these guys on chess.com. Is a very, very good blitz player. And again, he's one of these guys that doesn't play much chess. David has a job. I don't think he's ever played abroad. He plays in England a lot. Very talented player. He hasn't had the opportunities our players, but that's maybe why he's only in FM. Could be a GM. Is up there. Then we've got the other, great players as well, Gormalian. So if anyone going to be disappointed, I expect Keith Arkell, Matthew Turner. Well, anyone who's not in the top 3 or 4 will be a bit disappointed at the moment. So we're going to continue our commentary, but luckily for me, there is a little break. So I'm just going to show you the schedule. We are coming up to round 11, so we have about a half an hour break now. Now, I won't break for that long. Actually, it's an hour break. This is a nice big break. But I'm going to now take 15 minutes to myself, just while I refresh myself, get a little bit of energy back, and then we can rejoin. So I should be back in about 15 minutes. So let's say 4:05 English time, something like that, 4:10, and I'll bring you the rest of the commentary. But I do need to restock on some energy myself now. So thank you also to anyone who's subscribed to my channel. So Joe Simon, who's done that to my Twitch channel. Again, any support you want to give is very nice. And if you want to support Adam, if you want to donate, donations are great, as we've had a couple earlier on. But the link I just gave in the chat there to add a charity that Adam just swum for. He swum 5 kilometers for Bowel Cancer UK. It's a very good charity. So do consider going over there and just donating as little as you can, even £5, a couple of pounds, all helps. So I'll be back again 10 to 15 minutes. So I hope to see you all then, and I'll leave you just with the scores now, and I'll just have a little break. So I'll catch you soon. Okay, see you in a second or two. Well, hello everyone. So we're back with the last segment of basically the British Blitz Championships, which is taking place today after numerous knockouts. Well, not knockout, after qualifying events around Britain. The top two people from these qualifying events have met up today to face off to decide who's really going to be British Blitz champion. And there's a very strong contingent of old and new and young players fighting out for the title. And we are coming up, well, we've got a bit of time yet. We've still got about 15 minutes to round 11. So we've had 10 rounds so far, round 11 coming up at 4:30 to decide who will be the eventual champion. So it should be interesting to see the final bit. Now, if we go and look at the scores, so we can have a little look, the scores are over there so far, of what's going on at the moment. We have one clear leader who's a point ahead, Grandmaster Justin Tan, who is extremely strong player, young player, originally from Australia, but been living in England for quite some time, and very good blitz player. But just behind him is the top seed, Amit Ghazi, and Amit is a very dangerous player, and there's still all to play for at the moment. With 5 rounds to go, anything can happen in blitz chess, and it kind of is a bit of endurance test, if anything, to see who's going to take the title. And in third place, maybe a shock to some, not really a shock to me, is David Hayden, who's only a FIDE master, but a very talented player as well. And blitz chess is obviously a bit different to your normal long play chess. It's a bit, some would say much more exciting in some respects. It's quicker and faster. Maybe the future of chess, but lots more can happen in the space of the round. So let's first of all just bring up the next rounds. We still have about 15 minutes before it starts, but I'll try to bring up the pairings so we can see who is facing off against who. So let me just create this now, and we'll add this to the chess.com chat and see if we can get all the games ready. So here we go. So let me just get the pairings up, and you can see who we have facing off against each other. And we're getting there. And here we go. So here are the pairings. So we have the pairings above me over there, and the results here as we're going on. So still a bit of time to wait. I mean, I don't know how I'm going to keep you entertained for 15 minutes. I might even play a game. Should I play a game of Blitz? Let's play a game. Let's see if I can get a quick game in. I've been watching so much Blitz chess today. I'm kind of a bit, I'm a bit sort of, I'd rather be playing myself, obviously, but I didn't qualify. I didn't actually play any of the qualifying tournaments, so that doesn't help, but it's nice. When you're watching so much Blitz chess, it's nice to play. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll play a couple of Blitz games just while we wait for the next game to start. My opponent very quick here, and yeah, maybe I'll try to play this next year. We'll see, and let's have a look. Bit of a positional game, this one. I think I had this in a Blitz game the other day, and the one thing I realised about this position is that this square is quite weak for me, but my opponent's pawn on d5 is what we call isolated pawns, so that's what I'm going to try and play against. So a bit more positional. Please don't, says Smash Loud. What? Please don't play? Come on, you've got to let me play a little bit, just while we wait. We've got 10 minutes. Let me have my little bit of fun. Come on, please don't play. Too late. I'm playing. So this maneuver is the thing I now have to watch out for, but I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to do against that. So maybe we can go here. Can we do that to try to get our knight to this square to get proper control here? And now my opponent's queen's here. I can attack the queen on the way as well. Please don't see above. Do I have to read above? Do I have to read? Please don't what? Play chess or do what? Okay, well, I'm going to play a little bit. I meant, please don't. Never mind. I can't keep up with all the chat as well. You know, it's hard enough following the commentary and various other things. So he is going to come into the square, which is kind of like what I saw, and probably quite even. It's a bit of a boring game. I don't normally have these boring positional games. I mean, it does have a nice square here. We both got nice squares. Please don't show your game from last night. Oh, says the smashing lad. Oh right, did I? Were you my opponent, lad? From did I actually play? Were you the guy I played last night? Oh right, okay. Well, it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure playing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry the opening didn't necessarily go your way. You got a bit of trouble early on in that game, but it was you seemed like a really nice guy. You get, yes it was, you get. Well, there we go. Okay, I didn't realise that. So, well, thank you for watching the stream, smashing lad. So that's funny that we played last night, isn't it? That is funny. Well, I haven't said anything rude. I think you just got a bad opening. So I did actually play last night for the first time in a while. Actually, I haven't played on a Friday night for a long time. So I actually played a game of chess last night, which was quite good because it meant I had an early night and I didn't get carried away. But I got a very good opening. And sometimes when you get a good opening, you know, what can you do? What can your opponent do? And I sort of got a good game there. So, but anyway, it's nice playing you, smashing lad. Maybe we'll play again and you'll get a better opening next time. Who knows? So that's quite funny. You two have to do a stream together and look at the game. I don't think Smashing Lad wants to look at the game too much. By the sounds of it, I don't really know what I'm doing in this game though. This is quite clear. I'm kind of shuffling all my pieces on the back rank. This is very unlikely, but I'm very happy he played that move. That is what that's a bit of a surprise, that move. Thank you for playing such a terrible move, because I didn't know what I was doing. I had no idea. I'm actually falling for this one now. I didn't even see that. We're both blundering all over the shop, and you know, who's going to make the last blunder? Well, am I winning a piece here, or am I not winning a piece? I've already won one piece. It's a bit greedy. It's a bit greedy to win two pieces, isn't it? I'll probably lose on time. Whatever. Okay, so I have won another piece. Let's... Oh, no. Do we want to do that? I can't think today, guys. I can't think at all. Okay, I'll just take it. I'll take that one. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'll take something. Don't lose on time. What is that? Is that legal? Okay, so it is legal. I'm still a piece up. Still a piece up. So it's not the end of the world. He's got a couple of pawns. I will give him that. Not the best of games, this one. Not the best of games. And oh, I'm so slow. I'm so slow. So slow. Hurry up, Simon. Hurry up. Okay. Hurry up. Hurry up. Move. Okay. Don't stop playing annoying moves, opponent. It's always annoying when your opponent plays annoying moves. I'm going to try to win that one as well. Getting greedy now. Let's take it. God, I'm so slow. Oh, man. So slow. Not just slow. I'm so slow. Right. Okay. Oh, tactics. 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 Okay. Oh. Oh, no. I'm so slow. I'm so slow. Why am I so slow? Oh, God. I'm going to lose this one, aren't I? Because I'm so damn slow. And actually not playing very well either at the moment. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay, come on. I don't even know if I'm winning this. Am I winning this one? Should be winning. Not the way I'm playing, though. Probably going to get mated here somehow. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is a travesty. A travesty. Travesty. Oh, I told you I was slow. Oh, okay. He wants a rematch. Let's see if I can play a bit better than that one. I'm obviously better at commentating than I am at playing. That's what happens when you play so slow. Okay, let's see if we can get one game in before we get back to the real tournament, the British Blitz Championships. We'll start in about 10 minutes. I'll play my loyal Dutch defence, and I'm just going to try to checkmate him now. No more messing about. So I won a piece there, but I couldn't win. It's a tough game, chess. Whoever said chess is easy? Did anyone ever say chess was easy? I don't actually think they did they? I don't know anyone who said chess was easy. Not an easy game. Not an easy game. I need more than a piece to win. You know, a piece is not enough for me. Right, what am I doing here? Well, I'm going to do something soon. Maybe I want to try to target that one. You know, it's always good to try to find a target in your opponent's position and aim for it. I mean, I've tried to close it down on the queen side, so he can't come through. It'd be annoying to play 2 games in the break and lose them both. I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen. You know. Okay, so let's try to win 1 game. This is the last game I can play. Then we're going to be back with the British Blitz Championships, and we'll continue our coverage of that one. And I'm just going to play some move like, you know, b6. Okay, I'm quite happy to see that move for some reason, because it feels like I can now shut down his bishop a little bit. So, okay, I'll put the bishop back there. And maybe this is a bit of a weakness. So again, I'm just trying to find some weaknesses. 2 ideas. I can come here threatening knight g4. Or I can try to target that pawn. That pawn is probably a little bit weak now because it can't be defended by another pawn. What's the question? What is my favourite defence against e4? My favourite defence against e4? I'm not really sure, to be honest. I'm not entirely sure. Do I have a favourite defence against e4 anymore? I don't even know. I don't even know. I kind of try lots of different things out, I think, is the answer to that. And again, I get a good position, but I'm not playing well. I've got to stop talking. I can't talk and play. I can't multitask. This is one thing I realise. It's so much harder playing and talking. I reckon they should, next year at the British Blitz Championships, I reckon what they should do, they should make everyone commentate for the 15 rounds at the same time. Maybe I could become British Blitz Championships if you had to commentate on all games whilst playing. Okay, so we're going to just play active chess. I feel I should be better here. Should be a better position for me, shouldn't it? Looks like it should be better. Oh, I wanted to come in. Let's use that pawn. Open up his bishop. Give him a good piece. No, I want to get my rook in and finish this guy off. Otherwise, we're going to be late for the games. I'm doing a job here. I'm commentating on the thing. Oh, he wants to swap queens. Boo! And he wants to move that pawn. Okay, that's a good move my opponent played. Again, it's very annoying when they play good moves. It's always a bit, you know, always a bit frustrating. But we will try still to cause maximum. Do I go there? What do I do here, people? What do I do here? Or do I come here? I don't know. It's quite a weird pawn structure if I come there, isn't it? Okay, well, I'm just going to try queening that one. If in doubt, just try queening. That is my new rule. That looks like it might be a queen. Yay! Okay, you don't have one. My main defence... You're right, Adam. My main defence against 1e4, I don't actually know what I play at the moment. I don't really have a main defence against 1e4, to be honest. I don't have anything I play regularly. I play lots of different stuff. I mean, I started to play the perk quite a lot. Which I was having quite a lot of fun with, the perk opening as well. But I've tried loads of various things out. The French defence was always one of my main ones, Sicilian Dragon. But I feel like I should learn something else. We're actually next week we're actually having Fiona and Alex Lopez. They are filming next week for Ginger GM, and they're filming. They're filming something on the Caracan, so that's going to be quite interesting. So maybe my next opening will be the Caracan. I tried it in one tournament, I think the British Championships about 4 years ago, the Caracan, but I wasn't entirely... I didn't really know what I was doing. But it's kind of like a French defence, isn't it? Caracan, French defence, similar things. Quite similar. I guess. What are you linking in, Charlie? Let's have a look what Charlie's linking. Oh no, not this one. Me and Charlie had this discussion, and Charlie came up with a new opening. I have to give credit to Charlie the Chess Cat, who came up with a new opening called the Alekhine French Defence. Probably the worst opening in the world. Sorry, Charlie, but I don't believe it. And it's where you go e6 and knight f6. I did manage to win with it once, but it's not very good. And I think this is the main line. I don't recommend you play it. It's like a schizophrenic French defence as such. Not very good. Okay, well, the game's now. Luckily for you, you don't have to wait and watch me play too much more chess. Luckily for you, we are actually going to have some moves, hopefully coming in soon. And it should be interesting. Mouse slipped by me. Well, maybe you were trying to catch the mouse, weren't you, Charlie? You were trying to catch the mouse. Well, actually, I'll tell you what I could do. I could show you my game from yesterday. If we have Smashing Lad still in the chat. My game from yesterday, and a very, very nice opponent. I was white. And my opponent played a little idea of Magnus Carlsen's, which is a6 here. This is actually a move that Magnus Carlsen played, but luckily, a couple of years ago, I was sitting next to Peter Wells, and I've never seen this move before, but I saw Peter Wells came up with the idea of taking here, and then going Queen B3. I think this is a very dangerous way of meeting this opening. And the point is, you go for a quick E4. My opponent played Knight F6, Bishop here, C6, and then I went E4. And this is a very dangerous gambit line. My opponent did not capture here, but if he did capture, the whole point is just to like develop all your pieces quickly in a attack. So it's just a bit of an unfortunate opening that Smashing Lad played, because he got himself in a, this is quite a dangerous position already. So I'm sure Smashing Lad, you would have crushed me had you had the white pieces. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. It was just an unfortunate opening on your part. The schizo French defence, says Chuck. Well, it is kind of the Alekhine French, a little bit like schizo French defence. I don't know, that's a good name. I've got to take it. Oh, you've got to take it. Yeah, you probably have to take it, I'd imagine. Ginger Jim shows Charlie's opening, the clip of the day. Must be the clip of the day. Charlie came up with that opening. Very clever cat by sort of doing it. Okay, anyway, so we got now, hopefully the game's any minute now going to start. So 5 games to go. We're on the last third of the tournament. You can see the pairings here, around 11 to 15 coming up. So we've got a couple more hours of some crazy blitz chess. Should be exciting to see what is going to happen now. What is going to happen? Who's going to win this? It looks like it might be a 3-horse race between Justin Tan, who's the favourite. Who's Justin got on this? Okay, so Justin Tan's got Thomas Rendell. Now, Thomas Rendell's not having a great tournament, but Thomas is a very dangerous player. In actual fact, I mean, he's only on 4.5, which I think he'd be disappointed about. But Thomas Rendell is a very good blitz player. He used to have his own show on chess.com, Hack Attack, which I actually really liked, which he hasn't done for a while now. But he's a good player. He's a very good player. And this is not going to be an easy game. But Thomas with black, we could see a French defence here. We could see a French defence, which at least I know a little bit about that. So we could see a French defence. And for the tournament to open up, Justin Tan needs to slip up. So this game is key. And then who's the Meat got? So Meat Ghazi has got Andrew Gree. And again, this is one where looking at the scores, Meat will obviously be pushing to win and think he can do this. And then we have in 3rd place, the underdog. And we all like a bit of underdog, but he's playing my good friend, Keith Arkell. So we have Keith Arkell white against David Hayden. That's a tough game for David Hayden. Tough game for David Hayden there. So we'll see what happens. So they're off. They are off. So let's stick with Justin Tan. Oh, we have a Dutch. We have a Dutch. Why didn't Justin Tan play this against me? I played him at the last British Championships, Justin Tan. And he played E4 against me. But I know this opening. Now, I don't want to be biased, but come on, the Dutch player. And you just saw me play this in the Blitz game. You saw me actually play this. And the idea here is simply to checkmate white. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to show some allegiance to Thomas Rendell here. Go Tom, go Tom. I have to a little bit. I don't want to be biased, but anyone who plays the Dutch defence gets my vote. And I really do like the Dutch defence. With your pawn here, gives you great attacking play. And let's have a look. So d3, d6 played. So Thomas wants to go e5. If you know my games, you'll know this is an interesting idea. But now knight d4, bishop d8 is a normal manoeuvre, and bishop f3. That's a good idea from Justin. I'm not sure if d6 was correct in that particular position. And now c6. I'm not sure I like that one because it looks a little bit funny. But if e4, e5 can happen, anything is possible here. Now a4, and this is trying to create some space here. So we can't go e5 because the pawn on f5 is weak here. Can you even go g5, g4? If you're a Dutch player, you wouldn't hesitate in throwing the g pawn up the board. Now, I don't know where everyone is watching this, but I'm watching the stream, and I'm streaming from my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/GingerGM. So that's where I'm going to keep an eye on the chat. So if you're watching it somewhere else and you don't know who I'm talking to, it's on the Twitch chat. Oh, okay, lots more moves played. So we have a little bit of a delay, so I try to catch up. Oh, Thomas, you don't play Queen G6 here. Thomas, what is that move? I'm sorry, Tom. Look at this. I mean, I think, you know, maybe something like this, or G6 and E5, but Queen G6, I think, did Thomas hit the bar in the break? Maybe he found the bar, because that drops a very big pawn. The weird thing is, lots of players are handing points to Justin Tan. They're handing him the points, and this has just blundered an incredibly important pawn. Doesn't Rendell normally play the other Dutch? He normally plays the Leningrad Dutch. He does, which we have a DVD on for Ginger GM. If you want to learn the Dutch, Ginger GM, go to the Ginger GM shop. That's where you're going to get your Dutch stuff. But this is just a really bad blunder from Thomas. He's given a pawn away, and I think this position, he's given another pawn away, and this position is not looking good. The bishop on b2 is so powerful, and with the knight coming into f5, this is over. Yeah, I think only second best move has summed it up well. It's pretty much over here. Okay, so it's important now for the race to first. I want to see a close finish. I mean, I don't mind too much. I'd like to see David Hayden win, because I always like outsiders, you know, out of the realistic ones. But let's have a look now at Amit Ghazi, because I think Justin Tan's going to win that one. So let me just find Amit's game. Andrew Greet. So what's happening here? Okay. Now, Andrew Greet is very dangerous in the opening often, and this is a very double-edged position. This looks like I'm playing white here. And white is throwing everything at the black king, and now Amit starts some counter-attack. So this is really sharp stuff. And we have queen takes e4. So Amit has found a way to win a pawn there. It looks like knight to f3 earlier was a mistake. So you have to say Amit must be doing well in this position. He's a pawn up. But again, it's blitz chess, so you can never be sure. I mean, I'd probably just go pawn to d5 here. I suppose white has some compensation with the open file, but not enough. You can't really go bishop d3 because there's always a knight to f2 move slipping into the position. So I would say Amit's going to win this one as well. Now, a really tough game. This doesn't look good for Hayden fans. And one thing I did say in the first round is when you're playing Keith Arkall, you don't let him get the positions he likes. And Keith likes a nice slow grind. And let's have a look what he does. Well, he takes on d5. And I mentioned this pawn structure, which is a key pawn structure. If you want to learn the Queen's Gambit, this is a key structure. One of the best players in the world in this structure is Keith Arkall. I've seen he's made a living. He's literally made his career. He's literally made his career winning this position. He's won so many Opens in England, maybe even more than Charlie Story, by playing this opening. And let's just see. I mean, he knows how to do it so well. Will he get his normal B4, B5 in? This is what he normally does. Let's see if he does it like that. Let's see. So, will he get it in? Will he get it in? Let's see. Is it going to happen? Oh, no. He hasn't got it in. He's going for a different approach now. And again, very simple. This bishop is terrible. Black has a very weak pawn there. So, it's nice positional play from Keith. And this is a horrible position for David. He's got a major weakness here. No counterplay. And this is not what you want to do against Keith. The thing with David, one thing I realised, I think he lacks a bit of confidence, because David Hayden's an incredibly good player, but I sometimes see him playing far too passive, and this could be the case here. If David Hayden played a bit more aggressively, I think he could be a really strong player. And again, he's doing his best here now to complicate, but how is this position looking? Well, again, Keith's got it into an ending. He's got it to an ending where there's 2 weak pawns for black, and there's 1 weak pawn for white. So you have to say Keith's position is preferable at this moment in time. Amit is murder. Oh dear, that's quite a bad joke. Smashing lad. Do you mean meat is murder? I don't. You know, come on. So the Carlsberg structure, yeah. Okay, but you know, you never know. So things, I mean, they're coming quick and fast here. So I'm keeping up the moves the best I can. And David Hayden is a very tricky player, but he's lost 1 pawn, but he's managed to activate himself a little bit. And we're going to get an ending where it's 2 pawns versus 1. Can Keith win this one? Can Keith win this one? Other results coming in. You can see the other results. Andrew Greet's still playing. I'd imagine Rendell has lost that one. Rendell really collapsed a bit in that last one. And well, this position, I don't know. I mean, Keith loves the endings. He loves the endings. He loves them. So you've got to give him favourite here. And, well, he's big favourite now. A piece has left the board. What happened there then? Let's have a look what happened. Okay, how did he lose a piece? How did he lose a piece? Oh, no! Rook F3 check. You can see these guys are getting tired. They're getting tired. I mean, they're making big blunders. And I think Adam Hunt, who we had on earlier, is making a very good point. You can see how fitness really helps it. Adam has just done a 5K swim. And I don't know if we've got his link to where you can donate to his swim. But this position, I mean, you have to take the bishops off and try to draw this rook and pawn ending, which there's some decent chances. You put your king in front of this pawn. This is a technical draw. I've actually had this ending as white against Mickey Adams. And as long as you keep your king in front of the pawns and you just annoy your opponent with a rook, it should be a draw. It really should be. But amazingly enough, this is a major blunder. In this position, he went check and he just forgot that king takes pawn was playable. And now white is obviously easily winning. And Keith is not going to let this one slip. And as we see, he's gonna get there eventually. He has to be a little bit careful. But that pawn will queen, I'm sure. And this is the current position. But this guy is going to queen. It's getting very near to the end of the board now. Even heavily tired GM should see this in the middle of a night, says Duphonic. Well, I mean, you know, you could have a point rating, couldn't you? What is a point rating? I mean, how many points must you have to blunder? I would say David Hayden's one was a 6-pointer. That's maybe something you do after 6 points, maybe a 10-pointer even. But this, of course, that pawn is queening. It's game over, and David Hayden's chances now look like they're gone. On the other hand, it looks like a race between 2 players. Anit won his game there. He won with B takes A3, and he is about to queen that pawn. So Andrew Greet resigned. For example, king takes here, A2. There's nothing to stop that pawn coming. So it's really looking like a 2-horse race with 4 rounds to go. Now, I was mentioning Adam Hunt, who just did a 10-kilometer swim, 5 kilometer swim. Check out the link I just posted there if you feel like doing something good today and donating to a very worthy charity. Check out the link and check out Adam's achievement. That's a really good thing to donate some money to, and it'll be, you know, most brilliant of you, any of you who do donate. Okay, so that round is over, and the next round is due to start in 9 minutes. So we'll try to update the scores there. Any other scores? Well, Danny drew with Jose. Keith Arkle did win, of course. Lauren DaCosta won. James Sherwin. Ooh, I mean, James Sherwin, 86 years old, beats Willow. And I think one of the most disappointed players in this tournament will be Willow. Willow's, I thought he was well here. He's a very good blitz player, so I think he's going to be very disappointed. Even don't be put off by his rating. I mean, he's about 2600 at blitz. It's amazing. And let's just have a look how Sherwin won another game. So this position looks okay, and Sherwin now comes forwards with the attack. And what happened here then? So where did it go wrong? Oh no, there's some check here. Bishop f5. Okay, this still looks just about okay. Where did it go wrong? Oh no, look at this. It's amazing how many blunders these guys are making. I mean, this is a 15-pointer. I'm sorry, but this is a 15-pointer. You know, even after 10 points, you would hope not to make this move. And this is one of my picks before the tournament. Queen G3. Get the sick bag out. Get the sick bag out. Ooh, Queen takes G3. Thank you. So it's funny that James Sherwin, who's 86 years old, he's keeping his nerve. You would have thought at this part of the tournament, he might actually be, you know, falling a little bit behind because he's getting tired. But in actual fact, his opponent, Willow, who's probably only like 17, 18, I'm not sure, is the one who showed his tiredness there. I remember a funny... I remember I had the same thing, actually. It was quite a funny story. And I was... I had the opportunity to play Korchnoi on 3 occasions. And the last time I played him was at quite a special event in the Simpsons in the Strand, one of the homes of chess in London. And it's where the Immortal chess game was actually played. Those of you who've heard about the Immortal chess game, very famous game, I believe, in the King's Gambit. Beautiful game, and it has a great history of chess. Simpsons in the Strand. If you're ever in London and you want to look at a bit of chess history, this is a good place to go to. So we're playing this all tournament there. One of the nicest venues I've played. Well, the nicest venue is probably either Vienna Town Hall. That was a good venue I played at. Or I do also like Reykjavik Harper. Great venue as well. But I was playing Korchnoi, and this was when he was really quite old. You know, he wasn't the force he used to be. He was in his 80s. And we've gotten this, it was a long game. We were playing this long game, very complicated. It was getting to about move 70, 80. And, you know, I just started to feel tired. And, you know, it was Korchnoi, so it's great to play. But I was, like, making mistakes. And you could see that Korchnoi, he was in his 80s, had so much energy. He was there at the board, and you could see he was so determined. You could even feel the energy coming off him, you know. It's just like, you know, he was just overtaking me. I was there, I was like, and he was like, ugh. And he beat me, and he beat me, and, you know, he finished the game really nicely on about the 7th hour. And he was, you know, he was in his 80s and had all this energy, and he was like, you know, he just tired me out. And I was in my 20s, he was in his 80s, and he tired me out. So that was, you know, maybe reminds me a little bit of Sherwin here. So Sherwin there gets a nice little win. Other shocking result, well, Aaron Bidsworth having a good tournament. So at the top, though, it does now look like a 2-horse race. So what are the pairings? Let's see who's got... and someone needs to stop Justin Tan. Well, this is going to be interesting. David Hayden has white now against Justin Tan. but he's just lost David Hayden, so that's going to put him a little bit off mentally. So can he hold it together now and play a good game against Justin Tan? Maybe this is one of the big chances that we're going to have a very close finish, because David Hayden, well, if he wins here, and then we have a look at Amit's game. Amit's got white against Jonathan Payne. He's outrating Jonathan Payne by 300 points, so you'd think he'd have a good chance here. So this could close the gap a little bit. Where is Gormally? Well, Gormally and Turner. Turner's making a little bit of a fight back. If we look at the prize money, it's still well worth fighting for. There's a lot of difference between 9th place and anywhere above 9th. You know, the prize money, you're starting to get £100 extra for each place and more. So it's really important, you know, not to give up at this stage with 4 rounds to go. You can improve your finances greatly. And chess players, you know, you don't get a lot of money playing chess. It's quite a hard slog. A lot of people try other things, you know, coaching and stuff. But these guys, you know, the extra £100 makes a big difference. It makes a big difference. So it's going to be interesting to see how this finishes. So we have 4 minutes to wait. Anyway, 4 minutes until the next game. And it's already now round 12. So there are 4 rounds left. 4 rounds left of this. And who do we think is going to win? Well, I have to say it's going to be it's very hard to bet against Justin Tan. Sorry, yeah, Justin Tan. So this is the game we'll concentrate on now. Can David Hayden break down Justin Tan? Now, another thing David Hayden might struggle with, his openings are not particularly good. David Hayden, Justin Tan, you can tell has worked quite hard on his opening. So, you know, I know these players quite well, most of them anyway. So this one is, you know, you have to fear for Hayden's opening, but luckily he has the white pieces. So even if you don't play a great opening, you still have, it doesn't matter so much when you've got the white pieces. So we'll wait and see there. So what do you guys think? Who's going to win this tournament? Who would you like to see well? Who have you been surprised about? Let's hear your feedback. Percy Hepworth saying Queen G6 is nearly as bad as my last game. Well, let's not go there. That was pretty terrible, Percy. Blunder quote was similar. 15 points? That was a 15-pointer. Oh, hello, Caroline. Is that Caroline? Dave and Caroline? I hope you're doing all right, Caroline. I was trying to email you, Caroline, about the Crypt event. If you're listening next Saturday, I've been trying to get you and David an invite. Hopefully you got my emails, but I'm struggling to find a good email for Dave Ledger. It'd be lovely to have you and Dave Ledger, or yourself even, whoever, you know, to come along to the Crypt next Saturday. So it'd be nice to see you there. Other comments. Daniel will reach 3rd place. Well, I hope Danny Gormally gets 3rd or up there. That'd be good to see. Willow had a nice tournament. No, I wouldn't say Willow has had a nice tournament. Even though he's only 2187, my opinion of Willow is that he's a lot stronger than that. He's a really talented player. Really talented player. So I think he'd be a bit disappointed even with that on rating a good tournament. Hello Lee. How you doing? All right. Hope you're doing all right. Did I play any qualifiers? I didn't play in any qualifiers. If I did play in a qualifiers, I'd be playing, wouldn't I, Lee? I'd clearly be playing. No, I didn't. But Blitz chess is hard. You need to be rolling. And what else are we going? Any other questions? You know, it's a good time to ask me some questions now, people. Ask me anything you want. Well, not anything you want. I won't answer everything, just as much as I can answer. And we're just waiting now. The game should be starting. So this is the game of the round. I feel Hayden versus Tan. This is a big game here. And let's see if they start off. They start. You said sport is important for chess. What are you doing? What am I doing? Commentating at the moment. That's what I'm doing. Commentating. What you drinking? Water. Fizzy water, in actual fact. Nothing that interesting. Fizzy water. to keep me hydrated for the day. When I get home later on, I'm actually at the office doing this, I may have a beer. In actual fact, I may have a White Russian. I may have a Saturday night White Russian. 2 parts vodka, 1 part Kahlua, with a large dash of full fat milk, stirred together and drunken like a champ. So that's what I might do. Will there be a Christmas discount on the Killer Dutch and Chessable? I've no idea. I don't run Chessable. You will have to ask Chessable. I don't know the answer to that one. Is this, which round's this one? Matthew Turner. That can't be this round, can it? Have they started? Keith Art, no, that's an old round. Are they playing Lauren Da Costa? I'm still trying to keep an eye on the games. It's very easy to miss the games. Are they? Where? Which round? Okay, who are they playing? Okay, I mean, Lauren Da Costa is playing Matthew Turner. Okay, did they already finished? What's going on there? I don't understand this. Which round of this one? We are. Let me get this round 12, aren't we? So do we? What's happened here? Round 12. Okay. Well, I don't know why they've started their game much earlier. That's really peculiar. Why don't we have any moves? So this is something. Okay, we do have moves at last. Okay, that doesn't matter. We're in. So let's see how David Hayden's getting on. Right. So we have, as expected, quite a cautious start from David Hayden, who's played the English defence. He doesn't go for the kill early on. He does a nice slow start, gradual build up. He's managed to get b4 in, which is a good idea. It gains a little bit of space on the queen side. And I used to play this kind of setup as white. Another idea which I like doing is trying to get rid of this dark square bishop. So queen c1 and bishop to h6 looks like a very good plan. This bishop is a very good piece, controlling the center. And also, if white can swap off that bishop, the black king becomes weak later on. So this is typical ideas. And I would say black is very solid here, but this is probably I prefer white, but only fractionally. It should be reasonably even, even position. So so far solid there. And the other game, we'll have a look. How's the meat? Okay, more moves there, more moves. So let's keep an eye on the moves. So in this position we had, what happened? So b4. Now white went e4, which is okay, because I guess black might have been trying d5. I don't know if I'd committed that pawn myself. h6. So now this stops this idea of queen c1, because you can go king h7. Rook e1, and now Justin plays a very aggressive move. g5. Maybe finding a square for the knight and threatening this idea. h3, knight g6. So Justin trying to go for a dark square strategy. I'm not sure I like e4. Queen c2. Very safe move. I'm not really sure what white's doing here. Queen d7 in the position as well. Queen d7. And, well, things are really changing. Rook d1, f5, pawn takes, rook takes. And I'll tell you, the amazing thing is how many players are blundering against Justin Tan. I just don't understand this. I mean, we've looked, the last 4 games Justin has had, his opponents have just blundered. Now, this is not all luck. You make your own luck. And this position seems to be a lot better for black already, because he has these 2 squares. I think this e4 move I really don't like. But the next move is a blunder. And, knight e3 just walks straight into rook takes f3. I mean, it's just a blunder of a piece. Because if you take that one, knight d4, and this is not so hard for the best players in Britain to see, really. You attack the queen, you attack the bishop, and this is completely winning. Completely winning. Queen c2 was an open invitation, Jen's chess. I don't see the point of queen c2. It's one of those moves you play, but I don't agree with because it doesn't have a point. You play it because it kind of feels like, oh, it's the right move to do, but it's just not. And again, Justin Tan's just won a very nice game without really doing much. Really, he's playing good chess. Don't get me wrong, and he deserves to be leading. He did very nice game there, but he's allowing his opponents to self-destruct, and it's just a major blunder. I mean, I don't want to be too harsh. You know, you've got to be a little bit harsh. Oh, to be young again. Oh, to be young again. Justin has all the youth at a 6-hour tournament. He does. And like Adam said, he used to be a well, I don't know about world class, but a national class gymnast. So he's obviously very physically fit as well. I mean, let's just go back to this game because I found this quite interesting. I mean, to me, I don't know why White played E4 because you give up this square on D4 for good. I mean, why put your pawn there? You're actually giving yourself targets. You're weakening your position without any reason. I mean, I'm sure he should have just gone queen here, try to get the bishops off. This is a much better way to play the position. So Justin, a nice win for him, who increases his lead depending on how Amit Ghazi does. It's still a 2-horse race as long as Amit can keep in check with him. So Amit really needs to win this one against Jonathan Payne, the son of the famous, if I can find the right word, famous journalist, chess player, international master Malcolm Payne, and generally, if anyone deserves like an OBE for their services to chess, it should be Malcolm Payne. London Classic, he's done loads of great things to chess. Jonathan Payne is young as well, but Jonathan Payne he's getting better quickly, but he hasn't quite got to the same standard as Justin Tan yet. I wouldn't be surprised if he does. He's improving greatly and quickly, but he's still got he's got time on his side. Yes, he has. Okay, so F takes E3. Now, the first thing I'd say about this position is it looks nice for White. You have this knight on D6, which is very pleasant, and you have these nice pawns over here gripping space on the queen side, on this side of the board. But okay, we have some changes. So knight takes B6 is now played. Okay, so knight takes B6 was played. Rook takes B6. Black is trying to get rid of this one. But after knight takes here, this is all quite forced. Black has just lost a rook. And you can see the blunders are coming. They're coming so quickly now. I mean, Black had a tough position there. And that was, a 5-move combination, and it's blitz chess, and they're getting a bit short of time. I'm not saying I'll do any better, but still surprising blunders. So it does seem White should, of course, win this position, being a rook up. So that means exciting for the competition, because it means it's going to keep Amit 1 point behind. So he's just waiting for Justin. If he does mess up, he's there, ready to pounce on him. Okay, and we'll see a couple more moves of this. Well, okay, all pretty straightforward. And, well, basically, White's given back some material because he's got this fantastic bishop on E4. He's threatening F6 check. The king is totally safe here. And also the white queen is ready to slip into the attack on somewhere like C7. On, for example, C2. Someone like that, somewhere like C2. So this looks like it's just going to be winning, isn't it? Okay, let's have a little look at James Sherwin, one of the surprises of the tournament, because he's 86 years old, and can he still get some? Okay, well, this looks bad, isn't it? He's going to lose this one. Andrew Greet is a knight and a pawn up. That's game over there. And Willow versus Rendell. Wow, this is an interesting position. Willow has the queen, but Rendell has these 3 pieces, which is the same amount of the queen. But this B pawn is very strong. So I wouldn't imagine Rendell is worse here. I think he can try even to do ideas like this, and then that B pawn could easily become a queen. So we'll see. B3. B3 is, I mean, this is an interesting position though. Now, 3 rounds to go after this. The next round is in 10 minutes, and we're getting to the climax of the tournament. But let's see. Let's keep on this game. It does. I mean, also Jen's Chess has given a good suggestion in the Twitch chat that you can go B3 and then do it that way. So hang on a minute. Loads of moves have happened as always, and I mean they're coming quick and fast. So I'm going to go through the moves very quickly, and it does look like Rendell should be doing well here. And look at that pawn, very strong. So Johann's had to sacrifice a piece, and this must be good for Thomas, especially now. And Johann's doing his best to complicate, and he is complicating, and he's going for the win now. Unbelievable game. Oh, Thomas, what are you doing? Thomas, what are you doing? Oof. Oh no. Thomas is not having a good end to the tournament, is he? I mean, look at this position here. This position here. I mean, to start with, I'm not being funny, but why take with a pawn here? This is a horrendous decision because you don't want to allow your opponent any counterplay. When you're better, you want to stop all the counterplay you can. And in this position, after King G3, this move is a horrendous move because it allows F5, which comes through. So why do that? If Thomas had just gone bishop takes here, this must be winning because F5 is not possible because you just keep everything safe now. So I think this is a horrendous mistake by Thomas. If he'd have gone bishop here, then slowly he can put the bishop on F5 and then queen the H pawn. Very easy win that one in the position. Again, I'm being critical, so I know it's much easier from me to say that. But, you know, that's my job, isn't it, to be critical. And this position here, well, it should be winning for white now, maybe, unless black can get some kind of blockade going. These 2 pawns cause a lot of problems. So if Rendell can win 1 pawn back, it might not be. He might be able to hold a draw still. Oh, no, we have a result, and Willow has won. So how did he win this so quickly? Do we have any more moves? Bishop d6, and it's now coming up as a win for Willow, but without any more moves. Okay, well, there we go. One more game going on, and it looks like that one is probably frozen somewhere. Oh no, white has the extra queen, so I'd imagine black resigned there. Oof. Yeah, it's interesting. It's going to be such a close finish, this, isn't it? Let's see if we can get the update here. That was round 12. I'm losing track of the rounds myself now. There's 3 to go. So these are the scores on the doors. Can you all see that? And there's 2 players who can win this still. There's Justin and there's Amit. So which of these guys is going to do it? Only a point in it with 3 to go. Kind of up to Justin to slip up here. If Justin gets 2 out of 3, I think he will win on tiebreak. Is that correct? So 2 out of 3, he will win on tiebreak. So what I mean by that is I think if it's joint at the end, then I think it will go down to the individual score between the 2 players. Now, the individual score between the 2 players, I think Justin won against Amit. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm feeling. So it looks like if Justin just gets 2 out of 3, which is going to be major favourite to do, he will be British Blitz champion, and a worthy one as well. He's played very good chess. He's only made 1 blunder against Danny Gormali, and the rest of his games he's played incredibly, incredibly well. So he's on his way to potentially picking up, let's have a look at the prizes, picking up £1,000. And also, if we look at the next round pairings, which you can see above me over there, you can see that the next round pairings, he's got a game he really should win. He's playing the 2nd lowest seed, Alan Beardsworth. On the other hand, Meat, who has got the black pieces as a very tough game against one of the top seeds, Grandmaster Matthew Turner. So